Hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from. My name is Sha Nacino, and I'm so happy that you could join us live tonight. So we're in the season of pandemic or period of pandemic right now, and maybe you have questions on where to invest your money or what are your options in investing online. So this is exactly the topic that we're going to talk about tonight. So I have a special guest. He is a successful YouTuber, and we met each other a few years ago in a seminar. So we were connected since a few years ago, and I'm so happy that he is joining us tonight for this live, and he'll be sharing his insights as regards investing, specifically investing online. All right. So before I introduce our guest for tonight, if you are watching this right now, please say hi in the comments and let us know where you're tuning in from, so we could also acknowledge you and say hi to you. And also, if this is your first time hearing me do this live via Facebook or YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So go to this link right now. We'll post it in the comments. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel because this is where we will be posting more videos on personal development. And let us know in the comments once you're done subscribing because we'll be giving you a gift. All right. So please go to my YouTube channel now, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and then write in the comments, then subscribing, so that my team will message you and give you a gift. Okay? So hi to our watcher right now, Edison. Thank you for joining us, Edison. So um, please, to all those viewers right now who are watching this live, please feel free to join us. So let me now introduce our guest. He is the man behind smartpinoyinvestor.com, sharing simple yet powerful ways to level up your finances. So he also has a YouTube channel. You can just search Smart Pinoy Investor. And today we'll talk about investing options online. I'm so pleased to welcome to the show Omeng Tawid. Hi, Omeng.
Uh, Good evening. I hope I will be able to share some of my knowledge about online investing. This is a very practical topic we want to share today because people now are all at home. I mean, they are at home more often than before, and so it would be nice to know what are the investing options that we can do, even if you have small capital, even if you're just an employee, or even if you have a business. Then this will be a good session for tonight.
All right, perfect. So, Omeng, what are you most grateful for right now?
Oh, actually, today is December 10, and I got married last July 10. That was my birthday. So I'm celebrating August, September, October, November, 5 years of marriage tonight.
5 years? You've been
I
married
sorry,
for
five
5 years?
months, 5 months.
Okay.
Only 5 months. So
Does it
I was
feel like five
supposed.
years?
No, 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 no. Well, we're just talking about it with my wife, and then I just also noted that it looked like, or it felt like, we have been together for a longer time because uh, practically we're both at home, so we have more time being together. So I just said, the time where we could get to know more and better was shortened, because normally people would, or married people would get to know more about each other in a longer time, but because we are all at home in the past 8 months or more, that revelation stage after getting married was, I feel like it was shortened. So yeah, but
Right.
I'm very grateful. Life has been good, even with all the challenges that we have for this year.
Thank you, Omeng. So, Omeng, why is it important to have multiple sources of income?
Well, multiple sources of income, that's one of the greatest lessons I learned even before pandemic. You Sha, are aware of also of its importance, but that was more pronounced now given that this pandemic came. People lost their jobs, people closed their businesses, and so the next, or the good realization that we can have there is how can we prevent, not really the pandemic not coming down to us, but how can we prevent the, or minimize at least the impact of such events into our lives. And so when we have when we are ready with multiple sources of income, for example, you are an employee, and then you could add your investment, or you could add your online rackets or side hustles. So even if you get laid off from your job, then at least you will not be severely affected because you have some other streams of income that could practically serve your needs and also of your family. So that's really the, I guess, if there's one message that I want to leave tonight to our viewers, yeah, that's the power
Mhm.
of making multiple sources of income. And tonight we'll talk about investing, but we also have to realize that when we talk about investing, you're investing something that you already have, which
Mhm.
means we can never go into investing unless you fix you settle, you solidify your income streams. So that's really important.
Yes, that is so true, Omeng. And this is such a refreshing topic because a few years ago, I also wrote a book on money, and I love talking about money management, about having other sources of income aside from your
Yeah,
job, because it is so risky if you depend on your salary alone. Because if your
exactly.
job gets lost, then your salary is lost, right? And because
I-
of the innovation and disruptions that are happening around the globe, you cannot just bank on one source of income, which is your salary. And that is why, Omeng, this conversation that we're having is so important. And I'm really grateful that you'll be sharing your knowledge. I know for the past few years, you've been talking about this. This
yeah.
if there's one topic that you talk about a lot, I think 90% of the time in your YouTube channel and your other channels, all about investing, all about these online multiple sources of income. So this is applicable also to employees and also entrepreneurs and even investors. So let's talk about investing. So I believe that one source of income is, of course, investments. But like what you said, you need to invest something that you have.
Yeah,
So if people are watching this right now or listening right now, and they have some amount that they want to invest, especially because it's December season and Christmas
yeah,
bonus is
correct.
around the corner. So how can they start investing online, and where can they invest?
Well, investing, of course, the whole topic of investing is really also have its personal side, meaning to say, you need first to be aware of the common importance of goals, your time horizon, what is your purpose, why you would want to invest, what do you look forward to in the future. So that has to be settled first, no? But once you finally have that grasp of your personal objective when it comes to investing, then the rest would be, I would say, mechanical, because you really just have to apply it, the knowledge that you will learn. So in terms of investing options, the easiest option that you could actually have is to invest really in stock market, or even in pooled fund investments. So when I say pooled fund, it covers mutual funds, it covers UITF, and other basket portfolio that you can invest on. In Most people would of course have hesitations about investing on those assets, saying or thinking that it could be risky. Well, there's some truth into that, Sha. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, investing also always have its risks. So that's why we always go back to the reasons and to the time frame and to the objective that you would have. If I could just share my screen, let me
Sure.
share it so that um, share screen. Yep.
So while Omeng is sharing his screen, let me just greet the people who are watching. So Johnny says hi. Annie says hi. I'm from Dasmariñas, Cavite. Edison watching from Las Piñas. Rosalina from Batangas City. Hello po. Jet from Dubai. Wow. Thank you, Jet. And Johnny said she's already subscribed. Cool.
Yeah.
Michelle
Yeah,
subscribing. Thank you, Michelle. And then Joanne from Binyan, Laguna. Okay.
yeah. So do you see it?
Yep, I can see your screen.
Yeah, so if you are able to see my screen, so basically I'm showing the performance. So this time of the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. So when we say PSE index, basically it's the general benchmark indicator that we use to measure the performance of the stock market. And I just shared this screen because I wanted to highlight that every after crisis there is always an opportunity. Alright, so for example, in the 1997 Asian financial crisis, I think the our stock market in general has gone down by as much as more than 50%. And
Mhm.
then the same happened with the 2008 global financial crisis. And then right now, year 2020, we were surprised by this COVID-19 pandemic. But as you can see, after 1997, after 2008, so the long-term trend, of the Philippine stock market is it's still going up, right? So meaning to say, every time that the market is down, that actually gives us an opportunity to start investing and reap the profits, have that good harvest by the time it recovers. And it's good to note that as early as I think three weeks ago or 1 month ago, there have been good prospects about the COVID-19 vaccine, and that actually is a good catalyst for the economy of the countries, for the world economic affairs to be better. And yeah, so every time that we have this crisis, if we really just have a long time horizon, then it could be a good opportunity for those of us even at home, because you could invest in these kinds of assets even while you are at home. So no need to go outside. You can open an account online at home. You can invest online at home, and you can have these earnings online at home also. So yeah.
So, Omeng, do you think this is a good time to invest given that we're in the middle of the pandemic?
Um, I would say that if you have a time horizon of at least 5 years, you wouldn't want to wait a bit longer before you start investing. Definitely, this is a good time to invest. Maybe if you are into active trading, which has a shorter time horizon. Maybe if you are trying to earn in after a month, or after 6 months, or even after a year, I wouldn't tell you to go into this stock market thing. But if you have extra money now, your 13-month pay bonus, and you would like to use it in after 5 years, I would say this is a good time to start investing. Yeah.
Mhm. So let's say our audience who's watching right now would like to invest. So I'm interested to invest in the stock market. Which stock should I buy? Where do I start? How do I invest online? What platform? So maybe these are the questions that they may have. So what is the first step? So once they know their why, right? You mentioned on why, because the others would be mechanical, but you have to
Yeah.
be clear about your why. So first is they need to know their why. Why do you want to invest?
Correct.
And for how long do you intend to invest? Because there's also what we call trading, right?
Yep.
Um, so once they're clear about their why, okay, I'm clear why I want to invest, and now I want to invest. What is the first step that I need to? What is the next step that I need to do? And also, Omay, if you can just briefly differentiate trading from investing.
Yeah, okay. So I'm again sharing my screen. I summarize here the three basic things that
Oh,
you need to prepare if you really want to invest. So what are those three things? Of course, we begin with the capital. You cannot invest something you do not have. So the nice thing is we can start opening our trading account even with as low as 1,000 pesos opening amount. So do you have
mhm.
1,000 pesos right now? Then definitely you can start opening your trading account. And that goes to our second thing that you need to have if you want to invest. Then you need to open a trading account. So this is normally under a stock brokerage firm. It's nice that we can now open a trading account also online. Before pandemic, there were not really so many options for us to open a trading account. But now, I have seen an improvement. A lot more online stockbrokers are also allowing people to open their trading account online, right? So you simply have to go to their website and follow the process there. All you need to prepare is a valid ID, the common requirement, valid ID, and a proof of billing for some, proof of address. And then the third thing, once you have your capital ready, once you have your trading account approved, then you will of course put some time to invest, to buy and sell these stocks or mutual funds. And aside from that, the skill to manage your investment. And speaking of time and scale, that's where we can divide the two worlds of investing or trading. So the
Mm-hmm.
investing is really more on, looking at your stock investment as a business. So you're investing in the underlying business of the stock. So if you believe, for example, that Globe will have will improve their business operations, will have their earnings after several years, then you could invest in stocks of Globe. The other world of investment is trading. So trading is more, I would say, sophisticated. It demands more time from you as a trader because you would really be clear of your, what we call, the trading rules that you will apply in terms of managing your portfolio. I would not really generally, recommend trading because that has to be studied, that has to be
Right.
have some training before you can really be profitable. And of course, you will have losses, so you need to be ready about it. So for beginners, I would recommend to be investing at the start, and then probably after your years or after several months, you become familiarized, you become aware of the risks, then you can probably explore about the trading side. So those are the two options, and these are the three things that you need to do, or you need to have the capital, then you need to open your trading account, and then the mechanical execution, the time, and the skill to find which businesses you will invest on. And then I also shared here, on the
Yep.
screen, some of the online stockbrokers you can open your account with. So we have this First Metrosec, Call Financial, BPI Trade, and so on and so forth. And then on the right side, I share the common or the biggest mutual funds that we have in the country. We have Phil Equity, Sun Life, FAMI. So the local online stockbrokers, that is for directed or self-directed investors, meaning to say you have to manage your investments yourself. You will have to do the funding, you will have to do the screening of stocks, finding the best companies you think will give you a huge returns after some time, and then you have to manage it. You have to monitor it. Whereas on the other side, we have these mutual fund companies. Basically, you simply put your money there and then let the fund manager of these mutual fund companies manage your money. So it requires much less time from you because you simply put your money and then you let the fund manager do their job.
Nice. And thank you. You mentioned about being prepared when it comes to investing in the stock market. And now,
Yeah.
Omeng, I can say that you really walk your talk because you came in prepared with all these with all these slides so that it would be easier for our audience to follow the discussion.
Yeah.
So, Omeng shared the different platforms that you can use to invest in the stock market. One of the platforms that I personally use is Call Financial. So I'll put the link here. So Call Financial. I'm not a paid ambassador or endorser of Call Financial, but I personally know the founder and the chairman, Mr. Edward Lee. He was one of the speakers at the World Gratitude Summit, and I also consider him a mentor. And Call Financial is something I also would recommend.
Yeah,
But there
the
are
nice thing
others like
about the nice thing about Call Financial is they have this easy investment plan (EIP). So you can practically automate your investments. So for example, you would only want, or you only have 2,000 pesos a month. You can schedule it so that every month, or it depends on the schedule that you would have. You will be investing. You will be able to invest even without really logging into your account, as long as it is scheduled and it has enough funds.
Oh, okay. I want to learn about that, Omeng. I think that's something new. I did not know about that. So the EIP, it means that the money will be automatically debited from your bank account, and then it will be invested in a particular stocks, in a
I-
particular stock.
yeah, yeah. But
Ah,
it will be debited. I mean, the debit from your bank account to your online trading account is not covered by the EIP. So you have to schedule it. But
okay.
the buying, the investing part is already covered by the EIP. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And what type of stocks can you buy? Can you pinpoint the stocks that you want to buy, or there's a program for that? They will pre-select the stocks.
Yeah, they have some suggestions, they have some proposals, but of course you will have the final say whether to choose this stock or not. Yeah.
Thank you, Omek. That is something new because I manually, I actually put it in my calendar, but sometimes I miss my own reminder and I would miss that day when I need to buy
Yeah.
stocks. So that is so good. Thank you, Omeng. So Omeng, for those who want to invest in the stock market, are there sites that they can go to, or maybe books that they can read on investing so that they will be equipped on how to invest in the stock market? Or maybe I know you do a lot of videos on YouTube,
Yeah.
tutorial
Yeah.
investing.
Yeah, you could probably could also check my YouTube channel, smartpinoyinvestor.com. So they simply have to search for it. The thing with finding exactly which companies to invest in is a bit tricky, because no one really knows the future. So we have to be very clear about the reasons why we are selecting these companies, and then of course the aspect of risk management.
Right.
That's really more important than finding the best stocks. Risk
Mm-hmm.
management, like the concepts of diversification, and then number one reason you don't put the money you will need in a month or two in the stock market, because that's a very risky move. So those are part of and other similar concepts. Those are part of the risk management when it comes to investing. So investing is it takes some discipline from you,
Mm-hmm.
making sure that you don't, for example, put all your capital in one stock or into. So you have to spread it into several industries, so that when one industry gets affected by whatever reason, then the impact of that is very minimal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you have to be aware of the rules of investing. So never put your money that you will need in 1 month or even in a year. Don't put the money you will be using the short term in the stock market, unless it's money that you want to get. I mean, it's money that you don't care if you will lose it at all. Yeah.
Right. So it's important that you have your liquid money, which you'll be using for your monthly expenses, operational expenses. You have also your money, which you will use for some maybe emergencies or
Yes.
unforeseen expenses. And also you have money that you don't intend to touch for the next 5 years, and that's the money that you will invest, maybe five
Correct.
to 7 years. Yep.
Correct.
Because if you put all your money in your investment, and then suddenly you needed to pay for the repair of your car, or maybe tuition fee of your child, then maybe you'd be tempted to withdraw or buy your stocks at a loss, and that's
Correct.
not a wise decision. Mhm.
Yep.
So Omeng, we have a question here. Sir Omeng, good evening. Good evening po, Julius. Invested in filaments and life, closely monitoring my account value, but it's going down. What shall I do?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The investment is going down. What shall I do? So I think it boils down to what was your original purpose when you put that fund into that specific investment. uh, if you don't really need it, then you could actually, this is what I did in more than a month ago. I added into my mutual fund, and then with the recovery, it already gained by more than 15%. So the times, of course, I have no plans yet of withdrawing it, because I was clear that I would be getting it back in 5 years. So yeah, so we can no longer do anything about it going down in value now, because that's already after the fact. What we can learn from that is, yeah, you need to be very really aware why you, or the reasons why you invested that money. So if you will not be using it in the short term, you could probably let it recover with the economy. So, and then next time, so that you will not be really be sad of that investment going down, you need to be aware of your time horizon. And then this crisis like pandemic, as I said a while ago, is actually an opportunity for us to uh, to get some better returns, given with the low stock prices that we have right now.
Yeah. Personally, Omeng, do you have specific or favorite stocks to invest in?
Right now, the most defensive would be the telco. That is actually one of the beneficiaries of the shift to online environment that we have
Mhm.
right now.
Mhm.
They have a stake in Gcash, which I mean, the market of Gcash has multiplied in the past recent
Right,
months, right? Because
right.
people now are more aware that they can do these transactions without getting out of their home. So the telco is defensive, and then if you would really want to be more aggressive, then you can also check on those um, industries that will recover once the pandemic is over. Yeah.
Mm. Mhm. Any specific companies, your favorite companies? And by the way, for all those who are watching, disclaimer, so what Omeng will share would be his
Yeah.
personal picks. And when you finally decide to invest, do your own due diligence so that we don't need to blame Omeng and this you for recommending these stocks, okay?
Yeah, recently I bought Globe personally. That's the company I mentioned before. I'm thrilled about the prospect of Gcash in the country. I think they are the one leading fintech innovations that we have now.
Yes. Love
Um,
Gcash.
yeah, and then we have AP. That's Aboitiz Power. Electricity or power is something that we would need. But if you look at the recent stock performance of AP, so it has not recovered as much as other companies. So I think there's a bigger room for it to grow. So those two companies at the top of my head right now. Mm.
Okay, thank you, Omeng. I think I don't have Globe yet, so tomorrow I will look at Globe. So thank you. And this is the beauty of investing online. You can do it with just a few clicks. If you know how to
Correct.
do Facebook, you definitely can invest online. And for me, I use Call Financial, and I like that it is so easy to use, user friendly as well.
Correct.
What are the other online platforms that you personally use, Omeng?
Well, right now, I'm using one discovery that I had recently is that we can actually invest in companies outside the Philippines, outside our country.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
So, for example, if you are familiar with of U.S. companies like Facebook, of course you are, Google. So these are companies. I mean, these are the tech companies that the United States has. Netflix, Amazon. And if you look at the stock performance of these companies, they were those were a lot of returns, even after the pandemic. And the platform that I use is there were a lot of several platforms that you could select from. We have interactive brokers, so you probably just have to Google it, Charles Schwab. But the easiest platform that I discovered is eToro. Basically, yeah, it's a social trading platform. Let me share my screen again. Ayan, so it's a social trading platform. I just discovered it recently. Basically, it allows you to invest in stocks of other countries. So the thing siya right now
Mhm.
is most of the companies that got the most benefits with the pandemic are not really the companies in the Philippines, because
Mhm.
these companies we have that other countries have, especially the US, like Apple and Amazon and Facebook and Google. These are the tech companies that we don't really have in the Philippines. So that's the nice thing about it. Your options about investing is now wider because you have a
Yes.
wider array of assets and companies. So if we invest, or if for example if we only have a set of traditional companies, the brick and mortar businesses like Jollibee, like those into restaurants, so those are not really uh, not yet ready when it comes to recoveries. But these companies that we have in other countries like US, um, gives you more opportunities, gives you better returns over time.
Thank you. Thank you, Omeng.
Yeah. And then another option that I discovered also siya about eToro or any other social trading platform, no. So not just eToro. They have this copy trading functionality.
Mhm.
Basically, you look for someone, maybe a profitable trader or investor. They call it popular investor. So these are people, you could check their performance and then set that automatically copy their trades. So it's
Mhm.
like a it's like a private fund manager, but you don't pay any fees by copying their trades. So it's the
Wow.
platform. Yeah, it's the platform that pays them because it encourages you to invest and use the platform. So the platform, in this case, the eToro, shares the revenues to these popular investors. But you, as an investor, you don't pay any of these popular investors. You can copy them, then you can also stop copying them if you don't want. You can check their statistics, you can check what their holdings are. It's very
Wow.
transparent, and yeah, it's also a good option. Also online, you only have to open an account also, and that only requires an ID and a proof of address. Yeah.
Wow. This is such an interesting conversation, Omeng. Personally, I've been in the field of financial literacy for so many years now, but what you shared tonight, so a lot of things that you shared tonight are new to me. For example, the eToro and an EID. So thank you.
Yeah.
And I believe that our listeners, our watchers right now, also learned a lot from you. So if people would like to reach you or know more about what you teach, can you invite them again to your YouTube channel and to your
Yeah.
website?
Yeah. So first, I'd like to thank Sha for getting me here on her online show. And if you'd like to learn more about online investing options, you could also always go to my site smartpinoyinvestor.com, and then also look for my YouTube channel smartpinoyinvestor.com with Omeng Tawid. So there's a lot of videos available there, and I hope I hope you will find some value in those websites.
Thank you so much, Omeng. We also put the link in the comment section so you can just click subscribe to his YouTube channel, follow him on Facebook, or check out his website. So thank you so much, Omeng. This has
Thank
been a
you.
wonderful night. Thank you for sharing your time and insights with us. God bless you.
Thank you, Sha. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So thank you so much for joining us in tonight's conversation. Again, if you have any questions or if you have any topics that you'd like me to discuss, or if you have a guest in mind that you would like me to invite in my upcoming episode, please feel free to share in the comments below so that we would know what contents would be useful for you. Okay. Again, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel, and go to that link, click the subscribe button, and once you're done, just say in the comments, then subscribing, and then my team will contact you and give you a gift. Okay, so Merry Christmas in advance. God bless you.